All right.
Here he is.
How you doing?
Oh mate, I got a present for you.
Another shirt?
Have a look. Turn it round.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'll tell you what.
Show us.
Yeah. Called it at the start of the year, didn't I? I said he'd be a force, and he's been one of the more consistent players for me, I think.
You really like him, don't you?
I do. And then, you know, winner against Hull, through to the next round. Sorted. Gonna put it on now. I could do with the extra layer, you know, in this.
Bloody freezing, isn't it? It's your size as well.
Oh, I appreciate that. Hold on. Can you see me through this? Right. Do you know what? I'm making a fool of myself here, so we'll go and do it somewhere else. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Can we just quickly talk about the sticker as well? Because look at that.
What a player! I can't believe it. That arguably the best player in the world right now.
I think he is. We're gonna walk.
Yeah, let's do it. We need to keep our body temperatures up on this.
Have we ever done a video in this freezing cold temperature
we have,
before?
but it's been that many years that it's irrelevant. Yeah. So yeah. See, we've said this before. City's turning into San Francisco by the day. Forget it. That'll do us.
Let's talk about Tony Mowbray.
Yeah, so far so good. There's certain managers, isn't there, for every level that you call on. Do you know what? Kevin Phillips, I know he's not a manager, but you know how, like, Kevin Phillips was one of those players that was just like an expert at getting clubs out of the Championship.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter which club he was at, he just seemed to thrive. And I find that Tony Mowbray seems to be that kind of manager that, like, if you want the job done, you know, and you can see the positivity. Already.
Can we get indoors? I'm absolutely freezing.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's walk on. It's good to know that it's, you know, at least somebody cares about clearing up. You know what I mean?
It's funny how in some areas they sort of collect their rubbish,
yeah,
and put it in bags and things like this, and in other areas they just drop them on the floor and that's it.
That's it, man. Yeah. So fair play. Can't complain. It is cold though. Let's crack on.
Can we?
Yeah.
Come on.
Some things do slip through the net, don't they? But
it's just again showing the care that we've got for the community around here, though.
Definitely is. I've not seen a bin though, so I'll just leave that for the council anyway. All right. We love it round here, don't we? But
oh God, yeah.
Look at that. No ball games, as if we've ever listened to that at any point. You know what I mean? Anyway, it is getting cold, so.
You got a scratch card?
Yeah, I have. Thank you.
You've never won from this one?
Nah. Yeah, fuck it, I knew it. Ah, load of bollocks, mate. Amazing, isn't it, man?
It's a great one, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny did it, didn't he?
I know. Ravens fan, of course. Makes sense now, doesn't it?
He's done a load of these, but this is the best one.
It is really good. I like the colour scheme. Sort of New York Knicks, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, alright. Fine.
But Kenny, we know you're watching, so fair play to you.
Yeah, keep right on, mate.
Got some memories on here, haven't we?
Yeah. And it's just such a good setting as well, very urban, you know what I mean?
Made some good friends here over the years.
Yep.
A couple of them no longer with us, rest in peace.
Of course. Or, you know, in Her Majesty's... Here we go again. You're alright. Hello.
You're right, mate.
Number 5, please, after the scratch card. People are dying to see me win big on one of these. No. No, and... No. No, and that's officially me done for the day on these things. Yep.
Waste of time.
Waste of time, mate. Anyone who doubts that it's cold, look at that. And keep in mind, you know what I mean? That's first thing, that would have been completely frozen. But there we go, what can you do? It's January. So.
There's fish in there.
Oh no, mate, but you know, what are you going to do? Let's get indoors.
Come on, it's absolutely freezing.
Last time we were in here, day of the takeover. least it's warm in here, isn't it?
It's lovely in here, isn't it?
It's too hot in here.
Oh no, it's perfect in here. You said before, the last time we were in here was back in the summer, full of optimism.
That's right.
The takeover had just been announced. We didn't know what to expect, but we knew it was going to be an interesting season.
Yeah.
Sure enough, here we are. What, 5 months later? It's been more than interesting. The Wayne Rooney era.
Yeah.
We hold our hands up, don't we?
I know. Do you remember what I said to you in a private conversation?
You said a lot of things.
No, but you know.
About the Brazil thing?
What, race mixing? No.
This is... Oh, you're talking about football?
Rooney.
Yeah.
Blues, we're like loyal dogs. Yeah. We'll fight for we'll literally fight for our players and for our club. We'll also get on at you when we don't think you do. You know, I think a lot of other clubs, the players there have it a bit easier, don't they? They know that the fans are never really going to get on them. You know what I mean? With us, look how many ex-players still love our club because of the connection with the fans.
Oh God, yeah.
You know what I mean? But the thing is, yes, the whole football world, let's be honest, was saying, Rooney, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, he's got a crappy record, Washington, whatever, and Derby. But because we're Blues, yeah, we kind of know that. We know there's a risk in it. But the point is, he's the Blues manager. If the owners have put him as the manager, what are we going to do? Thousands of people just get on his back before he's even started? No, we're going to support him and give him a chance. And you think though as well, if everything had just gone well in the first game and, you know, we got a result, suddenly confidence builds in the players. They start thinking, oh, this Rooney thing works. Rooney himself. And the whole thing turns out differently. I like to be different. Thanks, love. All right.
Rather than slag off Rooney too much, I think we need to remember the idea under Mowbray is actually something similar in terms of possession football on the front foot.
But this is when we're saying that this is when the psychology takes over, because you could see on his body language he knew he wasn't popular before he even started, and that was unfair on him. Wayne, if you're watching this, you know what I mean?
I don't think he's going to be watching, to be fair. I'll be honest, I don't think he wants anything to do with our football club, and it's vice versa as well.
That's his loss. But Mowbray, though, we're saying that, you know, what could have happened in Rooney's first game, Swansea. If we don't equalise, it's like shit, another defeat, same old. Suddenly it's like last minute draw, I had the Mowbray factor.
We follow that draw up with a come from behind win in the cup. Your man Koji. Show that t-shirt again. Look at that. And you're wearing that proudly today, and rightly so.
Like a lot of players from that part of the world, their professionalism and effort is amazing.
Unquestionable.
Because here's the thing, right, and I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of our players need to take a good look at themselves as well about what happened under Rooney. Yeah? You're not regular Joes, you're professional footballers being paid very nicely to do a job. Are you just telling me that you're just going to not do it because it's the wrong manager? That's no, I don't buy that. Also, here's another one. What players would have wanted to have come into that Rooney situation?
Well, that's the thing. And I don't think now even we're going to spend much money in January.
But you've got to say a lot of players will now look at Mowbray, proven manager, better atmosphere.
Yeah.
Now,
you'd love to play for Mowbray, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And what a guy he is. I think we need to talk about that.
I almost did play under him, but it was for a charity game. Yeah.
Was that the thing in? Yeah.
Not the West Brom one, the other one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think the fans have realised just from watching his first couple of interviews and his press conference, this is a guy that you want to hear talk.
Yeah.
Imagine you're sitting in there, in that dressing room, and he's addressing you. You're going to listen, aren't you? And that is, I think, half the battle. A guy whose voice you want to hear.
He's an old school sort of like almost head teacher type of thing.
But a lovable one.
Yeah, he's like a granddad.
Yeah, I mean, we call him Uncle Tony.
Do you know who he reminds me of a lot? Bobby Robson.
Yeah. Obviously, you haven't been at his first two games, but you've been paying close attention, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah.
So, your thoughts so far on what you're seeing under Mowbray?
Again, positive players looking like this is the crucial difference. They look like they want the ball and they look like they have faith in themselves with the ball. So, and there just seems to be a fighting spirit. You can't argue with a late equaliser and a comeback win. I mean,
well, I think you made a crucial point with the fighting spirit. It always felt like under Rooney, even from the start. The second something went against us under Rooney, we knew we had no chance in the game. Heads dropped, and that was it.
Even in the warm-up.
And here we are, going behind 2 straight games and getting 2 results.
Yeah. And let's not forget, through to the next round. I mean, you know.
Well, and we're looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
It's got to give you confidence going into Stoke. I know you've got personal history, Stoke away. Big away day.
Yep.
Obviously a big following as usual, sold out away crowd. What are you expecting from that one? His first away game.
At least a draw, honestly. Here we go, being positive again, but you know, it's a bit different this time, isn't it? 1-1 draw or 2-1 win.
And some scenes in the away end as well.
Definitely, mate, you know. As usual, you know, I've said this to you before. You look back on any Blues video since like the 90s pretty much, and there's not a goal that goes in a way where we don't have some fun on the pitch. And Stoke's no different, the 7-0 one.
Oh God, yeah. We've got, coming up now, Stoke away, West Brom away, on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Leicester away with 5,000 going to Leicester.
For the cup, you know about.
Yeah. And Sheffield Wednesday away on a Friday night.
We aren't going to lose any of those games.
We're not, are we?
We're not going to lose it. I'm not saying we're going to win them.
But it's more likely that we win than lose.
West Brom are going to draw. Because it's Mowbray.
Right, okay.
For West Brom anyway. West Brom away. We're doing the. Is it the barge? Or
We're definitely doing the barge.
Okay.
You coming on the barge with us?
Can do, yeah.
It'd be good to see you on there.
Imagine, it'd be good to do a barge through a frozen canal. That'd be fun. As always, though, the only constant in the whole thing, besides this guy, is, and I'm talking about this, not me, is the fans in it. And you just got to give a huge respect and shout out to all the fans, especially the ones that travel. And of course, couldn't do it without Tony and his coaches, Disco Bus, and all the regulars on there. Jimmy, of course, who's become a bit of a legend now, and at other clubs as well.
Yeah, it's
other
mad.
Clubs love him.
Yeah.
Now, so I say this every time: just stay positive. Only this time, there actually seems like there is some reason to be positive, and I'm not just saying it.
The away fans always have tried to stay positive. I mean, look, every game under Rooney, up until the very end against Leeds, there were the Rooney chants, trying to get behind him and the club. They did their best. Obviously, it wasn't the same at the home games. It never will be. Home and away, completely different cultures these days. But our away fans, everyone up and down the country will say it. We back them to the end.
Yeah. And other fans like us, it seems, as well. On the top.
Well, the proper clubs like us, you know. There's certain clubs that will always consider us to be thugs.
And I've just suddenly realised something. Can you believe it? That our best Rooney was Adam.
Wow.
And that says it all.
Yeah.
I think it's also important as well that with this positivity now, let's also be realistic. We're not going to be blowing money in the transfer market, are we?
Well, we're not. We're definitely not.
But this is the point. Look at what the change of manager has done to the same group of players. So it's just a case of staying positive. Don't go mental. As long as we can just sort of be stable, finish mid-table or just below mid-table or whatever.
So look, you told me we were going to go up in the playoffs at the start of the season.
Now obviously you have to reroute. This is like a sat-nav when you've gone the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's just be realistic and say mid-table.
So you think it's all about stability now?
Plan for next season, but with the owners still there. But if all the money, or a big chunk of it, goes towards the food at the club, I'm okay with that.
Look, we all saw what Uncle Tony said about the food.
Oh no.
Champions League level.
Yeah, I know, you've said it, the players have said it as well. I mean, and believe it or not, we know as food connoisseurs ourselves, this thing is important. And by the way, while we're at it, you know who never gets any credit in all of this?
Who's that?
Craig Gardner.
You know what? I mean, let's talk about the T-shirt you're wearing. This guy.
Yeah. Gardner was the driving force.
And I think you were saying to me off camera, just from the last 2 games, you've seen, look, we've still got some players here. We didn't see that under Rooney, but we're seeing again There are a few players we can build around.
And again, in Gardner, we've got somebody that genuinely cares. You know, I've met the guy, genuine fella. He's done a sterling job. And
so you're basically saying we shouldn't forget Craig and all this, and fair play to him for signing Koji when, by the way, not many Blues fans had ever heard of him.
Yeah, so Craig Gardner, he's got an eye for talent. The chef has got an eye for the, you know, ingredients.
And now Tony Mowbray.
Tony Mowbray, he's got an eye for, well, progress. Just stay positive, man.
Right, so look, this summer, I don't want to put a figure on it, but we are going to spend big.
Okay.
How optimistic are you for next season? With the food, with Craig Gardner, with Tony Mowbray, and with a lot of money to spend.
Food, very enthusiastic. Gardner, very enthusiastic. Mowbray, very enthusiastic. As for what's going to happen, I'm sorry, it's Blues. I'm just not going to predict anything because every time it sounds like.
Do you remember, obviously, back in the summer again, you told me it's no more typical Blues, and you also told me we're no longer a laughingstock. And sure enough, since then, we have been a laughingstock.
And not only that, it's been about the most typical Blues situation.
The Rooney era is probably the most typical Blues thing that's ever happened to this club.
And also as well, I shouldn't even be laughing about this, but the fact that Villa are absolutely doing amazingly well. Oh, you're gonna laugh at it. West Brom are going up, Wolves are holding their own. I mean, yeah.
But our time will come.
Yeah.
We're certain of that.
It will, I just don't know when. But
well, we're not certain of it.
But we can learn to laugh about it.
We've had a good time in here. We want to thank this place again because they always welcome us to film.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, we've got roots in here and the staff are brilliant with us.
Yeah.
Any message to anyone that comes in here, just because obviously there's a lot of Blues fans that use this place.
Just respect the place like how they respect us.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to crack on.
Yeah, keep going on. Let me know about the Columbia. Yeah. All right.
We're filming.
Yeah. So yeah, just to sort of end it really, I mean I've had fun today, so we're just going to give a shout out basically to JK, always, you know what I mean, keep doing
for everything he's doing.
Everything, man. Chris Sinclair, overlooked you before mate, really sorry about that. Jeremy Dale, I know you're at Microsoft before, but you know what, you've moved on to bigger and better things. Keep doing what you're doing, mate. Punjabi Blues as well, you know, that's what we're all about, inclusivity. Zulus, there you go.
So obviously, big game as we've said on Saturday. I need to know what's your starting 11.
Fair enough, I'm just checking the bus in from. Alright, so Ruddy.
Obviously Ruddy, yeah.
And then you're looking at Dramer.
Cody Drama, yeah?
There you go. No, I prefer Dramer. Sanderson.
Not the captain, yeah.
Long.
Yeah.
Buchanan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it'll be Bakuna.
In midfield,
yeah. Sunjic. James.
And by the way, how good has Jordan James been lately?
Phenomenal, man. I mean, look what he did at Swansea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dembele, obviously, my guy. If Koji don't start Saturday, what's the point? He's done everything he can. And then Stansfield, here we go. Fucking hell, bus is coming, man. You know, why do we always have to run?
Why did we stand in that bus stop when we're running different?
Right, you're cutting that. Anyway, thanks for this, man, seriously.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah, adds to the collection, don't it? Yeah, our bus is here.
Right, we're going to cut the video here before we get on the bus, so final message to the fans.
Adebola! Here we go. Keep right on.
Listen,
how you doing, mate? You right?
Keep right on, mate.
Keep right on.